Is Ron DeSantis trying to steal some of Disney's magic? Florida Republicans are looking to repeal decades-old legislation that's allowed Disney World to operate in its own special administrative zone. Known as the Reedy Creek Improvement District, the zone allows Disney to build its own roads, create new castles and structures, as well as hire its own police force and waste collectors, among other things. Disney is at risk of losing those rights for denouncing Florida's so-called Don't Say Gay bill, which was signed into law earlier this week. The bill, as you all know, restricts the teaching of sexual orientation or gender identity in schools. Governor DeSantis says Disney's opposition to the law proves the mega corporation is, quote, too woke.
I think Disney has gotten over its skis on this. And look, there's policy disputes, and that's fine. But when you're trying to impose a woke ideology on our state, we view that as a significant threat. This wokeness will destroy this country if we let it run unabated.
Joining me now, former Florida Congresswoman Debbie McCarcel-Powell. She is now the senior advisor at Giffords. Debbie, I'm sorry that the question is always the same, but what is happening in your state?
Oh, Alicia, good evening, everybody. I wish I could have a straightforward answer here for you, but many of us are just completely baffled. And I can tell you that I think the governor is crossing the line here. He has crossed it many times, but when you target the main economic driver for the state of Florida, there's going to be consequences. I would never pick a fight with Mickey Mouse or try and destroy the happiest place on earth here in Florida. Let's remember that Disney employs close to 70,000 people. It contributes about $70 billion to the tourism economy here in the state, and it has ripple effects. This is going to hurt people coming to the state. I've already gotten messages saying that they refuse to come to a state where the governor is passing laws that is targeting the most vulnerable populations. There's absolutely no freedom here, Alicia, unfortunately. There's no freedom for parents, no freedom for teachers, no freedom for students, and now he's targeting the LGBTQ community by passing the Don't Say Gay bill. I am glad that Disney is standing with our community here in the state of Florida. I think that they know that Ron DeSantis is wrong on all the issues. He's failed to protect the Floridians and the issues that matter most to us. The increased cost of housing, for example, the cost of living here is becoming just completely unaffordable to most Floridians, and instead of focusing on that, he really is just trying, again, to destroy the happiest place on earth here in Florida.
Debbie, do you think he can get away with it? Do you think Republicans in the state can get away with it?
You know, it's really interesting. I think that perception really matters. And besides what you see and what you read in the news, I can tell you that many business owners, many of them who are independent or Republicans, have had it with this governor. If you remember, he was attacking the cruise line industry because they wanted to mandate vaccines and masks. He has taken away home control rule for local governments, and he's crossed the line. Let's remember that he beat Andrew Gillum, and he won 3.5 years ago by less than a percentage point. We continue to be a diverse and a purple state. I think that once Floridians know what this governor is doing to divide us, to hurt us, and not addressing the issues that affect us the most, Floridians will vote the right way. And that's something that I'm working on, to make sure that we empower our community with education and with information so that they can make the right choices when it comes in November to the ballot box.
We're going to be talking tomorrow about Don't Say Gay bill and what it means for Floridian communities. But I just got to ask you, got about 30 seconds left, Debbie. I mean, what does it say about the Republican Party in your state that this is what they're choosing to focus on?
Well, they've become completely radicalized, Alicia. They've completely lost touch. It seems like they're trying to pave the way to an authoritarian regime, taking away the rights of voters, targeting Black and Latino communities at the ballot box, also passing this anti-riot bill, which a federal judge actually is throwing out and is claiming that it's unconstitutional, which is something that I said when the law was passed. I think that they're putting all their bets on the Trumpism that has affected our country. And I think that once Floridians realize that these politicians are not addressing these issues that are important to Floridians, it's not going to go well for them.
Former Congresswoman Debbie McCarcel-Powell, thank you, as always. We're American Voice.